Plus, as I pointed out earlier, you've got, if it's one I went to yesterday, in your smart bookmarks, you've got most visited right there. So you can find the ones that you recently have been to.
And you're recently bookmarked and you're recently tagged. So if you're, I would say it's more of a productivity increasing skill instead of being forced to be organized.
Yeah, because otherwise scrolling through a long list over here is just insane way to go. That's sort of been my view. I think you'll find that to be a big helper. One other thing you might like is, now you know on browsers, this has been around for eons, is you have a little thing over on the side showing a Google to search Google. But you can also choose it to say, I want to search Yahoo or Amazon or whatever, that sort of thing. So one of the things you can do, though, is you can manage your search engines, and you can put in a keyword. Let me give you an example. Let's go to Wikipedia.
Who doesn't love Wikipedia?
And you can go to Edit Keyword and enter the keyword. I'm just going to put in W and click OK. And now I have a W in there, and I click OK. Now, as soon as I go to this bar up here, and I type in W space ask the techies, it's going to automatically take me to the Wikipedia entry for ask the techies. Alright? And it looks like we'd have some information in there. So, same thing here. I could go to W : Barack Obama alert. Oh, I put a colon. You don't need to put the colon, so sorry about that.
It was trying to take you to a web address, so it was W:.
Yeah, and that's why I said it couldn't do it. So then it's going to, again, take me to the
Barack Obama Wikipedia site.
And there we go. Barack Obama, there he is. One of the candidates for president in 2008. If you're watching this in 2009, you'll know the results, and maybe he's somebody you'll never hear about again, or he is now the president of the U.S. Who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not to bang anybody knock anybody who's thinking about Hillary Clinton as a candidate, but it just doesn't seem mathematically very feasible that could happen at this point. But you never know. It ain't over till it's over. All right. Anyway, what else did I want to say? Oh, the zoom. I like this. So if you wanted to zoom in on a page, like let's say Ask the Techies, you wanted to zoom in, you wanted the text to be larger to be able to read what's on there. Highly unlikely for my page because I've made my text so humongous because I'm low vision essentially anyway. But basically, you can now hold down the command key and hit plus, and it just keeps zooming you in. But not just the text, the images as well. This is really helpful when you do go to something like CNN. Let me come up here and type in, there we go, CNN. It's loading it. By the way, I should say while we're waiting for this page to load that we're shooting this on the 10th of May, 2008.
So that's why all the news is related to the May 10, 2008.
And the cyclone, that hit, it's really bad. So, but anyway, somehow I got the wrong thing. I went to Nebraska.gov. Well, that's interesting. Well, it's still a great example. Plus, I'm zooming in, and now I can kind of see, so that little star, that must be the state capital of Nebraska. If you have any viewers from Nebraska, send us an email. I'd like to hear from you. But then you got to go back out to get back to where you need to go. So it's just a command plus minus. So command either Windows or Mac should make a difference. So that's kind of a nice little plus.
Plus. Command plus.
To kind of wrap this up, you do find that there are faster page loads. It does seem to work a lot faster and stays up longer without crashes, stuff like that, than Firefox 2 is. Less of a memory hog than, say, something like Safari. So I think you'll like that pretty well. Overall, I think it's happy. I think you should give it a shot. Again, this doesn't cost you anything. I love reviewing free stuff because it doesn't hurt you to download it. When you do download the DMG file, it does have a little... do we still have that by chance?
It's in the
let me drag that back to the desktop.
This actually confused me. I've never...
A DMG file, if you've never seen a DMG file, basically when you download stuff on Mac, it's a DMG stands for disk image. And if you double click on it, it usually opens up. And you say, okay, I accept whatever. Have your lawyers read over it first. But the neat thing about this is it gives you this nice little dialog box and this icon with an arrow saying applications. Now, that what they're doing is using international language to say put this in your applications folder. But the neat thing about it is you can actually just click, drag, and drop it directly on that. That is a shortcut for your applications folder. So you don't have to go dig through your applications folder. That makes it really handy. I love programmers that do this.
That was really simple. In fact, it was too simple. It's one of those things that it's almost so simple it's counterintuitive because I was clicking trying to find an install button. I was going around. I want to install this new oh, I just have to drag it over.
One other thing I should point out for you is the Firefox 3 beta. You may find some of your plugins don't work. For instance, let me go to my add-ons under the Tools menu on Mac anyway. There's add-ons, and if we zoom in here, you can see some of the ones we've got. I use AdBlock. I like that. It gets rid of those blinky, flashy ads on some of the websites. I hate those things. It's a sure way to make sure your ad's never viewed is to do that, because Firefox people are going to block it. Safari has nothing like an ad block. Nothing. Big reason to go to Firefox if you hate those blinking, flashing, blinking, buzzing, flashing, binking, blipping.
Especially now that Firefox looks a lot better than Firefox 2.
Yeah, it looks more 2008, 21st century instead of late 90s.
Yeah.
But now some of them won't work. Like PicLens, I'd have to, you know, I can click on that one. I'd have to uninstall it. It doesn't have a new update. So you might need to keep in mind some of these have not been updated yet. It is still in beta. So if you're really into the add-ons, the plugins for Firefox, you may this may not work for you. So you might want to be careful of that.
But a wait-and-see approach might be beneficial too, because you don't know what the PicLens people are doing. They could be already working on the updates. So
yeah. Okay, well that's Firefox. Give that a shot. I wanted to let you know about that new feature because it is a powerful browser that it can make you more productive in what you're doing and trying to find, and less keystroking. And I'm rambling. Let's go on to Tim, who's going to tell you about a little bit about grammar